Hello and welcome to FDTV. We are back again with another episode of our weekly podcast. I'm your host Ali, joined with my fellow co-host Jawad. Jawad, how are you doing
I'm
today?
doing great. Another exciting week of football that we just witnessed. Amazing football on display. And without moving any further, first thing, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. Let's get into it.
So let's talk about the big news coming in from Tottenham Hotspur. Finally, they have found a manager after searching and going through options. So Fonseca was not signed, Rafa Benitez was not the perfect option, but Nuno Espirito Santos, the Portuguese manager from Wolverhampton Wanderers, has been signed by Tottenham Hotspur. What are your initial thoughts about the move?
I really liked him at Wolves. Nuno at Wolves was a revelation. The way he had his team playing. Now, obviously, him being Portuguese, he recruited a lot of Portugal players into the team at Wolves. And that was because of that chemistry that those players had together was a difference, right? And it was the way that they were playing together. And the team really had a sense of pride amongst themselves. They were making the difference at Wolves. And I really liked the way his team were set up and the way they played. Now, whether he's able to replicate that in Tottenham is going to be completely different. Because even though Harry Kane might be coming off a tremendous Euros at this rate, whether he stays at Tottenham is a completely different question, right? Because even though Nuno is a great manager, is he the manager that gets to keep Harry Kane at Tottenham? Is my question. Do you think Kane stays?
I don't know. It's kind of bizarre to see what Harry Kane is going through right now, but his reports with Man City are getting lower in number as the week progresses. So let's see what happens with Harry Kane. I'm more worried about Nuno Espirito's pressure that he will face from the owners of Tottenham Hotspur. Is he the manager to make such a big jump from the lower end from the league table to one of the top 10 sides of the Premier League? I don't see this is the right move for Nuno Espirito Santos. I think this is a bit far for his capabilities as a manager. Heung-min Son obviously hasn't signed a contract either, and his contract will expire likely at the end of the season. So Nuno Espirito Santos, if he doesn't get the team working and if he loses a couple of matches at the start of the season, he is in the world of pain at Tottenham Hotspur because the owners are unforgiving and the fans over everything are unforgiving. My question to you is this. Is Tottenham finished 7th last season? Do you see them improving considering their poor recruitment?
Now, first thing that I want to say is if Danny Levy ends up giving him the room like he did to Pochettino, we are going to see improved Tottenham for sure, regardless of Kane staying, regardless of Son staying. If he's given time and the patience that was shown to Pochettino, the team is going to be better off for it. They are going to be the same team that made a deep run into Champions League. They are going to be the same team that was finishing consistently in top 4, right? So that's my only hesitation, whether Levy is going to give him that space and that breathing room to really make a difference. Now, you're right. If he ends up losing in the initial few games, what pressure does that mean for him, right? And does Levy give him that room that I'm talking about? But overall, Tottenham improving on their 7th place finish is an absolute must. Because if you fail to do so, you failed as a team, right? Because who you got competing against you? Now, I think the top 4 are pretty much done. And even the top 5, let's say I'm going to put Leicester City in the top 5 as well and say those top 5 spots are taken care of. Now, if you're Tottenham, you're competing for the 6th place finish at this rate. Now, obviously, they can be a surprise package and go into the top 4. But let's say realistically, they finish in the top 6. Who've they got competing against them? They've got the likes of Everton. They've got Aston Villa. They've got Arsenal, obviously, right? And there as well, who are trying to make a comeback. So it's not easy teams to compete against. And finishing in the 6th place does guarantee you Europa League, right? So it's something that's definitely to look forward to for Tottenham at this point. But a top 4 finish is really tough. And if Nuno is given time, he would eventually get them there. But not this season. I don't see that happening. Do you?
Absolutely not. This appointment and this scenario, the chaos that is going on at Tottenham, reminds me of the pre-golden era before Pochettino, because Pochettino obviously put Tottenham on the map of the world of football by finishing 2nd and taking them to the Champions League final. Before Pochettino, it was top 5, top 6, top 7 finishes with a couple of players scoring 20-25 goals like Harry Kane does every season. So this appointment reminds me of that time. Now, why would you sack Jose Mourinho? Rafa Benitez was a better choice than Nuno Espirito Santos. Fonseca was a better choice than Nuno Espirito Santos. You bought in another Portuguese manager who has a similar playing style as Jose Mourinho. Why sack Jose Mourinho? At least he should have given the cup final to add a silverware to the Spurs trophy cabinet. I'm sure, which is quite empty. Now Nuno Espirito Santos, I don't know what's going to happen to him. I see a very terrible season for Tottenham if they lose Harry Kane. But if they keep Harry Kane somehow and Son Min Hyun signs a new contract and Nuno Espirito Santos is able to implement his Wolverhampton's prime playing style in the team, I see Tottenham finishing the top 8, but that is still a very big stretch. But good luck to him. Very excited for the Premier League becoming more and more threatening and exciting as the day goes by. Thank you so much for watching another video of FDTV.
It's been great to have you joining us. Again, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Every single subscription helps.
It motivates to put out more football content on a daily basis. Until then, see you next time. FDTV out.